So there's 3 environments in this ethanol molecule. Therefore, we're going to see 3 peaks on this spectrum. Now, it's a low resolution spectrum, so it's not telling us wild pile, it's just telling us how many environments, 1, 2, and 3. But it also tells us the size of the peaks is equivalent to the number of H atoms. So the size is very important. So we'll be measuring these peaks also. But as I said, low resolution, we don't see that in our unknown spectra. So we have in our unknown spectra high resolution. And what happens here is just that the peaks, these peaks here, split up and they tell us more information. So it's the same molecule, it's just a different type of spectra. So I'll have one wee line there. I have 4 there. And I have 3 there. So that's referred to as a singlet because it's one single line. That there is referred to as a quartet because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have 3 here, so that's referred to as a triplet. Now you can also have a doublet, which is just 2 lines, but we just don't have that in this molecule. Now the peaks are split. So this here is still equivalent to this, and this is still equivalent to this. It's just now that these peaks have split up into their different lines. So the peaks split. So what a quartet is, if something splits into a quartet, that tells us that there's a CH3 next door. If we have a triplet, that tells us that there's a CH2 next door. And when I mean next door, I mean directly attached. If we have a doublet, that means there's an OH next door. Now, if we look at this here, this environment here has a CH2 next door to it. Okay, so a CH2 is going to appear as a triplet. So that there is going to appear as a triplet. This hydrogen environment here has a CH3 next door to it. So the CH3 is going to appear as a quartet. Now I'm going to write down here, the OH always appears as a singlet. So this peak here, that is your OH. This quartet here, remember we said quartet has a CH3 next to it. So that's your CH2, this one here. And then a triplet has a CH2 next door. So that there is your CH3 peak. I know this is a difficult thing to grasp. We'll be doing loads of examples and I'll go through most of the unknown spectra too with you, and you will get the hang of it, trust me.